Will the New Zealand border reopening push through in Q2 this year as planned? Matutuloy pa ba ang border reopening ngayong 2022? Kamusta mga kabayan? I'm Anne, aka Girl Chasing Sunshine, your Pinay girl here in New Zealand. I make videos about my life here in New Zealand as a Filipino immigrant who started with just a working holiday visa. Please do consider subscribing to our channel if you want more videos on how to move and how to work here in New Zealand. Also, if after watching this video, nag-enjoy kayo, sana naman po i-like ninyo at i-share nyo na rin. Pwede nyo rin akong i-follow sa Facebook and Instagram at Girl Chasing Sunshine and on TikTok at Pinay in New Zealand. Happy New Year sa inyong lahat mga kabayan! Ayan, bagong taon na naman. I hope you're all doing well and sana nag-enjoy kayo sa inyong holiday break. To kick off the new year, we are starting with an update about the New Zealand border reopening. Kasi alam ko, marami talaga sa inyo, you are all really looking forward to start your immigration journey para makapunta na kayo dito sa New Zealand ngayong taon or in the next few years. Kung isa kayo sa mga nangangarap na makapunta sa New Zealand, please leave a comment below kasi ako talaga, ang lakas talaga ng kutob ko mga kabayan. Ngayong taon, this is your year. Pero itong si COVID, no? Parang meron pa rin siyang trip na manira ng mga plano. It's already 2022 but the threat of new COVID-19 variants is still here and it's affecting the border restrictions and entry requirements of a lot of countries. At kasama na po dyan ang New Zealand. If you remember po, back in November 2021, the New Zealand government announced a 3-step approach to reopening New Zealand borders without the need for managed isolation. At that time po, they announced that fully vaccinated people can come in and out of New Zealand from January 2022 without having to go through managed isolation. Meron na po tayong video explaining all the details regarding this announcement. So sana po mapanood ninyo kung hindi nyo pa napapanood. Pero, ito na nga yung latest mga kabayan. Because of the threat of Omicron, the reopening of New Zealand border has been delayed or pushed back to a later date. Sa ngayon po, medyo bumababa na yung COVID-19 community cases. Pero yung tumataas naman po ay yung mga cases na nade-detect sa border. Meaning yung mga nanggagaling ng ibang bansa at pumapasok dito at nagstay sa managed isolation. So, to keep Omicron po out of the community, nag-decide si New Zealand government na i-postpone yung non-MIQ travel until at least the end of February 2022. That is for Phase 1 po. If you remember dun sa original na announcement, Phase 1 is for New Zealand citizens, residents, and eligible travelers coming from Australia. Initially, pwede na po silang pumunta dito sa New Zealand without having to go through MIQ by mid-January, I think. January 16 or January 17. Pero yun na nga po, delayed na ito until at least i-review daw by end of February. So bakit po na-delay or dinelay? Because Omicron changed the game. Delaying will give time to increase New Zealand's overall protection against this new variant and against COVID in general by offering booster doses and also other necessary requirements. Wala pa pong specific details and dates as to how it will affect yung Phase 2 and Phase 3 ng stage reopening. Pero po, just to refresh everyone, in the original announcement, yung Phase 2, ito po yung para sa mga New Zealand citizens, residents, and eligible travelers coming from other countries except very high-risk countries. They were supposed to be able to come here without MIQ by mid-February. Phase 3 naman po is for all other nationalities and other visa holders coming from other countries. Parang, kumbaga, ito yung sana general reopening ng border. And supposedly, this would start from April 30 onwards. Pero since yun nga po, yung phase 1 delayed na because of Omicron or na-delay na, expect na rin po natin na meron na rin delays sa phase 2 and phase 3 ng border reopening. Well, yung phase 2, automatic delayed na rin po siya kasi nga, 'di ba? Dapat mag-start siya ng mid-February, pero yung phase 1, end of February na ulit i-review. So, malamang yung phase 2 affected na rin. Ang abangan po natin is yung phase 3, yung general reopening na mag-start sana by end of April. Tingnan natin if that will still push through. That brings me now po to my next update. Even if New Zealand opens to fully vaccinated travelers, foreign nationals, tourists by end of April, will you be able to travel right away here? Technically speaking po, yes, kung meron kayong valid visa or hindi nyo kailangang kumuha ng visa. If you are a Filipino citizen, most likely po, kailangan nyo pong magkaroon ng visa, kahit anong visa pa yan, to be able to travel and go here to New Zealand. But remember, currently suspended po ang temporary visa processing for offshore applicants. So, kung wala kayo sa New Zealand and you are applying for a temporary visa, your application won't be processed unless you meet the strict border exemption criteria and you have a critical purpose po to go here. So, kailan magre-resume si Immigration New Zealand ng offshore visa processing? Ito po ang current information na nasa Immigration New Zealand website. The suspension is until at least August 5, 2022. Yes, hanggang August pa daw po. So, assuming po that phase 3 of the border reopening will still push through by end of April, hindi pa rin po kayo makakapag-apply at makakakuha ng visa para makapunta ng New Zealand until at least August. However, meron pa rin naman pong pag-asa mga kabayan kasi nakalagay naman dun sa advisory, the suspension can be lifted if the border restrictions will change. So, eto na naman po tayo. Mag-aabang na naman tayo ng susunod na kabanata mga kabayan. But I hope sana po naliwanagan kayo sa update na to. And if you are one of those who are dreaming to migrate and work here in New Zealand, this is a good time po to fine-tune your game plan. Pagplanuhan na po natin yan habang may oras pa. You should watch this video po about the 6 things you should do while waiting for the border reopening. As always mga kabayan, kapag may bagong update ulit, asahan nyo po na babalitaan ko kayo agad-agad. I'm hopeful that this is the year na talaga that New Zealand will open up again to the rest of the world, and para sa inyo na nangangarap na makapunta sa New Zealand, na sana itong taon na to, ito na talaga yung taon mo. Matutupad na yung mga pangarap mo. Ipagpipray kita kabayan. Kung meron po kayong tanong about migrating, moving, and working here in New Zealand, wag po kayong mahihiya to leave a comment below at sasagutin ko yan. Sana rin po mapanood ninyo yung marami nating videos dito sa channel na to, which I'm sure magiging helpful kung nagpaplano po kayo na mag-migrate din dito sa New Zealand. And before we end this video, gusto ko lang pong magpasalamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you mga kabayan for your support to this channel in the past year. Thank you for watching our videos and for spending your time with me. Sobrang na-appreciate ko talaga kayong lahat na nanonood dito sa ating munting channel. Kung meron pa kayong any other topic suggestions na gusto nyo makita dito, i-comment nyo lang yan below at malay nyo gawin natin yan sa susunod, diba? Kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell below, at kung nagustuhan nyo po itong episode na to, give it a like at i-share nyo na rin. Yun lamang po. See you in our next video mga kabayan!